I'm 85 years old, and I've made a lot of safe decisions. I took the steady paycheck, but I always wondered what if. I saved the string, and I stayed at the post office for 40 years. But there is one word I said in 1960 that still rings in my ears when the house gets quiet at night. That word was no. 1960, a man in a sharp gray suit walked into the Pittsburgh post office. He wasn't there for stamps. He was there to recruit. He offered me a job at a company that was just starting to change the world, a company called IBM. And while there are stock options in this, it's really about the future of computing. I looked at his fancy suit, then I looked at my government pension plan, and I chose the pension. If I had said yes and held that stock through the splits and the dividends, it would be worth over $5 million today. Today, I want to talk to you about the difference between being frugal and being small-minded, and why the most dangerous thing you can do is play it too safe. Why did I say no? It wasn't because I didn't like the man or the company. It was because I was addicted to certainty. In 1960, the post office felt like a fortress. It was a government job. It was forever. I knew exactly what I would be making in 1970 and 1990. To a kid who grew up in the Depression, that certainty was like a drug. IBM felt like a gamble. Computers back then were the size of rooms. Nobody knew if they'd actually stick around. My father, with his 6 envelopes on the kitchen table, had taught me to value what I had in my hand. He told me, "Bobby, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush." But what he didn't tell me, what nobody tells you, is that some bushes are actually gold mines. I chose the bird because I was terrified of being wrong. I didn't realize that by choosing never to be wrong, I was also choosing never to be truly wealthy. I spent 40 years in a comfortable cage because I was too afraid to fly toward a storm that was actually a sunrise. Most people think risk is what loses you money. They think, but at 85, I can tell you that the greatest risk you will ever take is the risk of doing nothing. I worked 70 hours a week for 30 years at that post office. I traded my kids' childhoods and my own health for a pension that pays me $2,400 a month. Don't get me wrong, it keeps the lights on. But $5 million? That's the kind of money that changes your family's DNA for 3 generations. It's the kind of money that buys the time I never had. I watched IBM grow from my window at the post office. Every time I saw their logo, I felt a little sting. I saw colleagues who took that leap retire in their 40s. I saw them traveling the world while I was still sorting mail at midnight. The safety I bought with my no turned out to be a very expensive illusion. I wasn't being responsible, I was being small. I was letting my past, the hunger of the 30s, dictate my future. You're living in 2026. The world is changing faster than it did in 1960. You've got AI, you've got new industries being born every Tuesday. And I hear you saying the same things I said. It's too risky. I need something stable. I will wait until things settle down. Listen to an old man who has waited 85 years. Things never settle down. The world is always in a state of collapse or a state of birth. If you wait for the perfect time, you will die on the sidelines. If you are young, take the swing. Bet on the industry that scares you a little. Bet on the future, even if the present looks comfortable. You can always get another job sorting mail, but you can't get another 1960. You can't get back the decade you spent being careful while the world was being built without you. Don't let your string drawer become a coffin for your dreams. I missed the IBM boat, but I learned my lesson. I started looking for ways to cut the noise and find what really mattered. And it started with something as simple as a telephone. In 1965, we had one phone for the whole family. It cost us $12 a month. No cell phones, no notifications, no distractions. We were fine. But we were more than fine. We were connected. Made me a richer man than your $1,000 smartphone ever will. I will show you how unplugging 60 years ago is the secret to surviving the digital chaos of 2026. I'll see you on the bench. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. May God bless you and your family.